A look back to 1996's first Grand Slam of the year, the Australian Open. And what a way to start the year for Monica Seles. Against Anke Huber in the final, Seles played consistently enough to capture her first Grand Slam win since her return to tennis. The Australian, the only Grand Slam tournament that Steffi Graf did not play in. Back live here at Madison Square Garden. Steffi Graf taking the first set 6-3. First game of the second set.
Matter of fact, Graf did not play in a tournament until the Indian Wells tournament, and that's in March. So we're used to her having a lot of injuries.
Of course, Monica Seles was here, went out in the first round, and really struggling with that shoulder and had to retire at 5-4 down in the first set to Kamiko Date. A real disappointment for Monica.
Well, Hingis trying a little different tactic there. She was serving and volleying, but it was almost like a delay serve volley. I don't know whether she was confused as to what she wanted, but now 3 break points.
Graf guessed right. She was there for that backhand volley.
Hingis did a great job to survive that point. She was in deep trouble from the moment Graf pounds this shot. A half volley backhand flick up the line. Graf really has this backhand volley. She missed a lot of backhand volleys yesterday in the net when she was playing Novotna.
Still 2 break points.
Well played from Hingis there. Graf has just pinned Hingis to the baseline. I mean, Graf has struck far more winners than errors.
But Graf comes through with the early break in this best-of-5 Chase Championships final.
Hi, I'm Martina Hingis, and you're back with the Chase Championships.
The youth of Martina Hingis is 16 years old. She's been really refreshing.
Yeah, and she speaks English very well. Matter of fact, she kind of serves as her translator from her mother, who struggles a bit with the language.
What's it going to take for her to... It's still a lot of tennis to be played, but down a break already.
Well, Steffi Graf's playing a very clean match. She has very few unforced errors, and she's going to need to give Martina Hingis some help by missing a few shots.
Just a bit long, 15 all.
Just an inch or two, and that's the kind of point she needs. She was up love 15, trying to get up love 30 on the Graf serve to break back.
Ooh, ooh. Served 91 miles an hour.
Thought she had her 4th ace there.
This gives you an idea of what happened in the first set.
Well, look at the unforced errors, only 7 for Graf, and remember, she has the high-risk game. She's going for it. She has 16 winners, break chances 2 of 3, only 1 for 3 for Hingis.
Good serving numbers, too, from Graf at 74 miles per hour, because she goes for her serve.
Yeah, 74%. That's very good throughout this championship. Graf has been serving at about the mid-60s. And that's a very good performance to raise that up to the mid-70s.
Now she faces 2 break points. Well played indeed. And so Hingis, to the delight of the crowd here at Madison Square Garden, is able to break back quickly. Back on serve at 1-all in the second set. Tomorrow night, YEC Sports, 9 Eastern. She'll go for it, that's for sure.
Hingis' serving percentages have gone up a little bit in this first set compared to her average for the week. She's been just above the 50% mark. Oh, great stretch from Hingis.
So many young players shy away from the net. It is terrific to see how brave she is. A great half volley pickup. This is where doubles maybe helps her out. Terrific stretch. She leans forward towards the net, which helps cut off that angle.
She was doing that even in the juniors, Pam, wasn't she? Remember when she was the youngest ever to win the French junior title in '93 and followed up with another win in '94. And she used drop shots, came to the net on the slow red clay a lot.
Gets it back to 30-all.
And that was one of her best serves of the match at 88 miles an hour, and it came at a good time, down 15-30. She has not held serve since the 6th game of the first set, dropping her last couple.
And that's Graf with yet another break point. She shows so much poise.
You can just see she really wants that two-handed backhand the way Graf maybe wants a forehand. She stepped around that and just clobbered the two-hander.
Looked like it was about to come over. Stayed on Hingis' side of the net. Advantage Graf.
Second break point. In 5 breaks already.
Make that 6 breaks as Graf goes up 2-1 in the second. The Chase Championships of the Corel WTA Tour will continue after this from our ABC stations. Back live here at Madison Square Garden. Steffi Graf up a break, leading 2-1 in the second set. A rare unforced error by Graf.
It was actually a very good forehand return from Hingis right in the corner.
She comes back with a 93-mile-an-hour serve.
ace number 4.
That's $1,000 for Althea Gibson. Again, every ace worth $250 goes to Althea Gibson, who's not doing well these days. First African-American woman to win the championships, Wimbledon and the U.S. Open. Former #1 player here in this country, and the world for that matter. That's a rare gift.
Second error in this game.
Well, that's what Hingis needs from Graf right now, is she needs some errors, and it's the forehand side that can break down as the match goes along.
Oh.
Two forehands in a row now that Graf has missed. She had a couple of points for a 3-1 lead, and the lob that Hingis placed up, we're right about on level with the big scoreboard that drops down in the garden. I don't know how much that missed the scoreboard by, but it must have just been by an inch or two.
Not much.
She has good shot selection, but there was a time where she made the wrong choice, especially coming after Graf had missed a couple of forehands in a row. Graf didn't have to hit one forehand there. I would have given Graf a little bit of a test on the deuce point. Made her hit a few forehands.
Advantage Graf. And Steffi Graf holds to take a 3-1 lead in the second set. And it's been another remarkable year for Steffi Graf. She still has the same problems, but the results are still the same. 6 titles in '96.
Of course, she's at 21 Grand Slam singles titles, moved ahead of Martina and Chris. Only Margaret Court at 24 has more than Steffi Graf. And she's still only 27 years old.
She's trying to get to victory number 7. The last 10, 11 years, she's won at least 7 tournaments a year. Incredible.
Every year since she won her first title in 1986. She won 8 that year. Ace number 1 from Hingis.
Adding to the Althea Gibson fund, who is having some health problems in need of some help.
Well, Hingis would be happy to hold on to her serve here. She has been busted the last 3 times she served.
Stay away from the forehand.
Well, and she looked like having a good, comfortable service game, up 40-love, but the last 2 points, including this blast of a forehand return for a clean winner, brings it back to 40-30.
Kept going back to that spot, and Hingis is able to hold. But Graf is still up 3 games to 2 here at the Chase Championships of the Corel WTA Tour. A look back to a classic French Open final between Steffi Graf and Arantxa Sanchez-Vicario. In a seesaw match, the players battled through an 18-game third set. Graf's 5th title came only after winning 10-8 in the final set. And back live here in New York City.
Boy, Sanchez Vicario and Graf have played some memorable finals in Grand Slams the last couple of years. Wimbledon final year and a half ago was outstanding. Graf won that one 7-5 in the third. Played a 30-point 11th game.
That was incredible.
It was. Now again, I just see some shaky signs on this forehand, and of course it's a tough decision to go to the forehand side, but you have to be aware in a match when a side maybe is starting to break down a little bit and go to it a little more.
And that's what Hingis just can't afford, even though that was a good serve and had some stick on it, 90 miles per hour, but Hingis has got to make Graf play, because Graf can maybe make some errors, which she has done here in the second set a little bit. Got 5 unforced errors in this second set.
Wow, and that first serve missed by the whole width of the doubles alley.
That's not easy to do. Using the court as Hingis. Wow.
She can draw those angles so well, Hingis, because she's not afraid to move in and take the ball very early, and the closer you are to the net, the easier the angles are to play. How far out of court Steffi is. Makes this forehand winner easier.
Well, that's a tough one for Hingis, because so many times Graf on big points on the ad side likes to go out wide. That one she nailed perfectly down the center. Some terrific serving on big points. It's pretty even there.
And a break point for Hingis.
And it's 3 times in a row that she's been able to win the points on the deuce side, and she's trying to look for her first one on this ad side. But Graf needs to help her out by not hitting one of those huge first serves.
5th break opportunity here for Hingis. She's got herself 2 breaks. She's been able to break Graf twice.
Little shriek there.
The Graf slice backhand, as we see Melanie Hingis's mom, gives Hingis more trouble than the forehand sometimes, because it stays so low. It's tough for Hingis to dig it out.
Graf has one of the best slices in the game. She not only keeps the ball very, very low with the slice, but she can really knife it. It's got a lot of speed on it.
Excellent point. And Hingis with yet another break opportunity.
Long point. Hingis is a little bit winded. She desperately needs this one here.
I'd love to see parents on this tour, you know. They're always so relaxed.
A parent and a coach in that instance. And so Hingis is able to come through with the break, evening at 3-all here in the second set. ABC Sports. Bob Davey officially named holds his replacement at Notre Dame. Again, going for it early in the game.
Well, Hingis would love to try and take a lead in this second set, trying to serve for 4-3. And again, it's a forehand that misses from Graf. The last few games, we've seen a lot of those errors from the forehand side. Put a little pressure on Graf having to serve at 3-4.
Just missed that one. Hingis has such a wide variety to choose from. That one, she tried to take the angle cross court. But against Miola yesterday, we were watching that match, and a couple times she was on the run like that. On a two-hander, she'd throw up the topspin lob for a winner.
And 2 break points for Steffi Graf.
We have seen that play often from Steffi Graf today. The drop shot, the finesse slice backhand. Graf right now is showing more variety off the backhand side than the forehand.
Graf 2 points away, a point away from 4-3 lead. And the double fault, and a frustrated Martina Hingis, as she is broken yet again and is down 3-4. Steffi Graf serving to go up 5-3. Live from New York, it's the Chase Championships. Another excellent crowd on hand here at Madison Square Garden for the only best-of-5 final in women's tennis. Steffi Graf and Martina Hingis, just 16 years old. She trails 6-3, 3-4 in the second.
Well, the match has seen 8 service breaks, have been 2 in a row, and now Hingis at love 30 is 2 points away from making it 3 breaks in a row and 6 total for this second set.
Oh. 96 miles an hour, that serve.
That's a well-played point from Graf, set up by the big, deep forehand. Allows her to put the volley away with comfort. She loves to move to her left so she can play that inside-out forehand. That's her favorite shot. Good volleying technique. Her numbers have changed, though, in the second set. She's got 10 unforced errors to only 4 winners.
That was a big chance.
Well, it's the old swinging volley that we see a lot of times now. You saw Graf 2 points ago hit the more traditional forehand volley, but the topspin volley from Hingis forces the issue, gives her 2 break points.
just come through with the break. It's 4-all now in the second set. When do you start thinking about this being a best of 5?
Well, I don't know. I believe they're still just playing 1 point at a time, but I do think Graf is giving Hingis a window. She's made a lot of unforced errors, and Hingis needs to take advantage of that right here at 4-all, down a set. She needs to hold serve.
As Martina Navratilova used to say, stay in the now.
That's right. I mean,
just 1 point.
For Hingis, obviously, this is uncharted territory. She's never played a 3 out of 5. Graf's done it many times.
Graf's won this 4 times, this event. And of course, it's Hingis' first ever trip to the championships.
Nice and deep by Graf. 15-all.
Good aggressive play. Steffi Graf only made 7 unforced errors in the first set. She's got 12 already in the second set.
Pretty good second serve from Hingis right on the line. Even though Graf had enough time to hit a forehand, it was aggressive enough. She couldn't take charge. And on that first serve, she took a lot of pace off. She only hit it 72 miles an hour, and that's another good tactic against Graf. Don't always go for your first serve on big points. Get it in.
Hingis a point away from taking the lead in the second set. And she does. She takes a 5-4 lead. When we come back, Steffi Graf will serve to stay in this second set. More of the Corel WTA Tour Championships in a moment. Back here, and it's Martina Hingis with a 5-4 lead in the second set. She has been playing extremely well this fall, and we asked her about her growing confidence.
I got much more confidence, especially in my game, and since Wimbledon, when I won my doubles title, I know I can win the whole tournament, and I took it over to the singles, and then I just practiced a lot before the US Open, and it happened there that I won round after round. I beat great players there, and I went to the semis, and it was a very good feeling to be there, and after that I won my first tournament, so I just got much more confidence, and mentally especially.
Now I heard what inspired her to win that first tournament in Filderstadt, the Porsche. You know, a 16-year-old wants that Porsche.
Well, that great depth gives Hingis now just 2 points from this second set, but I also love the fact that she refers to winning that Wimbledon doubles title and the confidence that she gained from winning the title with Helena Suková. Incidentally, they are splitting up.
Oh, just misses that. A lot of doubles teams are splitting up this year.
It's typical of the end of the year, but this year probably more so than other years. Hingis is going to concentrate a little bit more on her singles next year, and it's going in right now without a regular partner.
I think the doubles was very, very good for her, though, in many instances. I think it added a whole social element to it. She became very good friends with her partner last year, Eva Maioli. It's also improved her game. I mean, she's really learned and been able to practice serving and volleying. She and Suková have got a couple of doubles titles.
Little inexperience the last 2 points coming from Hingis. She was love 30 on the Graf serve. Needed to put pressure on Graf by getting a lot of balls back, but didn't.
Graf blows the overhead, and so it's a set point.
It was one of those quick overheads. It wasn't that high. She was going for the offensive winner, Hingis was, and Graf didn't have enough time to time it.
Martina's mom, very pensive at this moment.
She's seen a few tight points, and she'll see a lot more.
What a way to win the second set.
And a frequent smile comes across again the face of Martina Hingis. Not yet one on her mom's face. This was just an incredible get, number one, and then to defend right here.
We were speaking about the doubles just a couple of seconds ago, and this is an example of how the doubles can help you. Reflex volleys.
She is not intimidated at the net at all. She opens up the third set. One set all. Just misses. One set all. Remember, this is a best of 5.
Been talking about that absolutely lethal backhand of hers, that two-hander down the line where she changes direction of the ball. She started in this match, early in this match, doing it, hitting winners off of it. It's incredible how well she hits that ball. It's a very high-risk shot.
High risk because it's over the high part of the net.
Great placement by Graf.
Net cord helped Steffi Graf there, gave her plenty of time to set up and hit the topspin backhand pass. Surprise, surprise, server in a little bit of trouble.
No. In this match?
How many breaks have there been?
10.
You'll set each other up very well, I might add.
To me, it's not that surprising there are that many breaks. Hingis is one of the best returners in the game. She is facing Graf, one of the better servers, but that kind of negates it. And Hingis does not have a big serve for a weapon, although that was a pretty good one.
And she saves one break point.
Her serve actually has improved a lot. She's never worked on her serve because she was still in the developmental stages and just didn't want to overwork anything, didn't want to give herself any injuries. But as she's gotten stronger, her serve has improved.
2 weeks ago when she beat Sellis 6-2, 6-love, her serve was quite a factor in that match. She had a lot of service winners.
That's a gutsy play.
When you fight off a break point with a slice backhand drop shot that's perfectly disguised, you could see her take back was the same as her two-handed shot. At the last minute, she released her left hand. It's perfect. We've seen some good drop shots from Graf, but that one was the best one yet.
Ball girl left something on the ground. Oh!
How to be embarrassed at Madison Square Garden as a ball girl.
Break point for Graf.
That slice that Graf hits, that inside-out slice, because the ball hits and moves away, and not only stays very low, but after it bounces, it goes off another few inches. It makes you have to cover more court.
in the third set with the break to take a 1-love lead in the third, but it was Martina Hingis winning the second set in dramatic fashion.